Ladies and gentlemen, now from PAX East, Marvel have just announced a brand new open world MMORPG that's going to be coming to mobile. We don't have a release date yet, but we've got some gameplay, we've got some footage, and lots of early details about the game. And I must say, from what I've heard so far, listening to the panel today, it all sounds very, very interesting. I think this is going to be a great addition to the list of Marvel games out there, and being an open world game where you can interact and play with other people as well, I think it's just going to be absolutely huge. And I'm very excited for stuff like dungeons. Hopefully they're going to have some endgame raids as well in Marvel Future Revolution. This is a bit of a glimpse at one of the Yellow Jacket boss fights, who's an absolutely massive boss there. Looks very, very fun. And hopefully there's going to be a really good level of detail to the combat and also the character gameplay in this game as well. Now, speaking of characters, they have confirmed 4 playable base characters to be in at the start of the game. However, they have plans and they're working on even more characters. However, the 4 that they've confirmed at the moment are Captain America, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and Captain Marvel. And the idea is that you choose one of these characters at their base, but then there's a lot of customization when it comes to the appearance and potentially abilities and playstyle of all of these different characters. Some champions, I was a little bit surprised they didn't include in this, and I think are probably going to come quite soon. I imagine Iron Man is going to be a very requested one, Hulk as well, but there are literally dozens and dozens of Marvel heroes that would just make an amazing addition. Some of the X-Men, Wolverine, Deadpool, so I'm very curious to see how they do kind of new characters and new classes in this game, because if we kind of compare it to like a World of Warcraft style MMORPG, where you've got your Paladin, your Mage, your Shaman, your Warrior, it's kind of, you know, instead of those traditional classes, it's like your Doctor Strange, your Captain Marvel, your Captain America, your Spider-Man. So I'm just interested to see how they're going to go about it, especially when it comes to balancing the game. I wouldn't expect to see like a really, really long list for a while, but I think, you know, toward the launch, we might see kind of 6 to 10 different classes and different champion templates. I think all of the characters, they seem to look pretty good so far. The graphics, especially for mobile, are looking quite nice. And also in the panel, there was no even hinted release date at this. So I think it's not likely that we're going to see this game next year. It might come out toward the very, very end if we're lucky. But I think maybe like a release early next year or mid next year kind of seems to be on the cards. But again, I'm kind of just shooting in the dark with that guesstimate there because we have no actual information. But we saw 4 characters, a little bit of gameplay, loads of different outfits, and 2 zones as well, which we're going to talk about, and the zones are looking really good. So visually, I'm impressed by the quality of this game so far, but I just want to know so much more about kind of the gameplay and the detail that goes into character creation and customization. Now, one really big thing with this game, because again, it's going to be an open world game, there's going to be a lot of people playing in various zones, so they want you to be able to recognize yourself and everybody have a unique feel to the particular character they're playing, so you have the ability to have all these different outfits for every single character, and also the ability to change the color on them as well. So this is just an example of how colors can swap between various outfits as well, and these are some very quirky outfits on stuff like Spider-Man. I think this is like a gladiator Spider-Man there, a very, very cool looking outfit. Also, you can change it purple if you want, have a little blue mohawk, but there seems to be a really good level to the depth of customization. This is one of Captain Marvel's outfits, and I absolutely love that traditional appearance there. Looks very, very nice, but I just love how they show that it's so easy to kind of change the outfit colors and kind of make them unique to what you want. Like there's a black with like red eyes there, but this one on Captain America, you got the friggin' Hydra uniform, man. They've added it in. Look at that, all black with a red Hydra emblem, just looking very scary, very menacing. So yeah, I love it, man. And the Hydra shield as well. I imagine there's a variety of shields that you can kind of equip and customize in this game. So yeah, I'm very impressed with the level of customization. It seems like there is going to be a lot, and those are just a few of many outfits, it seems. Then we have a bit of a look at some of the villains in this game. So Red Skull is going to be a prominent villain in this game, and saw about the cursor on screen as well. This was taken directly from the live stream. So also alongside Red Skull, we're going to have Baron Mordo as one of the big villains in this game apparently. apparently. And then next up, we have the lead of AIM, Mr. Potato Head himself, MODOK. And with him, we're going to have loads of annoying AIM stuff to deal with, as always when it does come with MODOK. But excited to see, you know, his handsome face knocking about in this game. And also, next up, we've got Green Goblin that I think is fused with Carnage to become the Red Goblin. I'm not too sure if they're two separate characters or the same character, or if it's like a transition in the story, but that seems really, really cool. I'm tremendously excited for that, man, and I can't wait to see that boss fight as well. Now, next up, we've got a bit of a look at some of the in-game zones. So they had Xandurf, which I'll talk about the story behind this one in a little bit as well, because it ties into the overall story and how this kind of world makes sense. And also they've got Sakar as well. So this is a fly around of actual in-game footage of what the areas are going to look like. So again, it's open world RPG, think, you know, MMORPG like World of Warcraft, Arcade, WildStar, Rift, you know, all those traditional games that you may or may not have played before. But the worlds, they look absolutely amazing. The level of detail looks fantastic. They look very populated as well. You can see like a lot of the characters and NPCs are interacting and doing stuff. So it seems like there's a lot of stuff to kind of make the world come alive. And that's what I love the initial look of, because I've played a lot of MMORPGs where just in the open world, it feels a little bit dead. It feels like they've rushed out zones and not really put that level of detail into making the world, you know, feel alive, feel immersive, and be a place that you really want to spend some time in. So initially, man, that first look at the two zones looks really, really decent. Now, to try and explain the story of this game and the initial way it all starts is there's a convergence where all realities and all universes collide into a new world, and you're part of a unit called the Omega Flight, which is Earth's last line of defense. So all realities, all universes, everything is just merged into one. As you can see, there's like a city on top of the city here, like Doctor Strange movie style, and this is kind of the big event that kicks off the entire story when it comes to Marvel Future Revolution. As you're going to see in a moment as well, like Doctor Strange portals are going to start opening up, and alternate Spider-Mans and Doctor Strange and Captain Marvel are going to come through into this game as well. But it's really cool that they made this initial cinematic trailer just using in-game footage as well, because again, the game engine, it doesn't look anything like next generation, man, but it's decent enough graphics and nice enough looking for a mobile game, especially one that's going to be an open world MMORPG. So I'm very curious to see how it performs when it does come to the live version. But also recently playing games like Dragon Raja just on the side for a little bit of fun, man. I've played like a few hours of it, but the MMORPG aspect actually works really, really well if they get it right. So yeah, I'm just curious to see how it performs and works together. But here you can see like alternate versions of the characters are coming through the portals here, a secondary version of Captain Marvel, and also via this trailer using in-game footage as well. And the game engine, I think we can see outfits that they've already done and already made, so it shows even more outfits than we've seen already. So I think throughout the course of this trailer, there's been about like 4 or 5 different outfits for every character, and I imagine, you know, once you've got the base characters down, like adding outfits isn't going to be too much of a problem. So you've got a golden version of Spider-Man, very, very flashy there, and just tons of different Doctor Stranges, Spider-Men, Captain America's coming out the portal. So yeah, it just looks really, really cool. I'm very excited by the concept. I can't wait to see how it looks. This was definitely a fantastic reveal on Marvel's behalf. I think they did this one really, really well. They answered a lot of questions and also showed the actual gameplay, which is a big, big thing, because, you know, it's been like 5 months, man, and we still don't have any gameplay for Marvel Realm of Champions. I'm gutted. I want to see some gameplay so badly, but it was great to have a little bit of a teaser here, because some of the stuff, especially with Doctor Strange, man, his AoE looks so damn cool, and also that Yellow Jacket boss fight as well. He just looks so big, so menacing, and it looks like there's going to be a lot of strategy and real-time maneuvering, dodging various stuff in this fight, like his hand slamming down and also the power sting beams that he has. So yeah, I'm just so excited. I want to play this game right now, man, and see some of the bigger boss fights as well, because with the Marvel IP, there's just so much stuff that a game like this could do in terms of villains, in terms of dungeons, in terms of raids. You know, you got like a Thanos raid, a Kang raid, like all sorts of crazy directions that Marvel Future Revolution could go. So yeah, I am very, very, very excited about the potential of this. I've wanted a Marvel open World MMORPG on mobile for such a long time. So I can't wait, ladies and gentlemen. I'm absolutely buzzing. But let me know your thoughts on Marvel Future Revolution. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of discussion about how the MMORPG aspect is going to work, but also being a mobile game, the monetization, how they're going to make money, are they going to sell power, is it going to be a fair model? So there are just so many questions. I know Marvel Future Fight is a lot fairer and a lot less pay-to-win clown fiesta-y than Marvel Contest of Champions, at least to the best of my knowledge. So, you know, that gives me a good base of hope for that one. But ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy today's breakdown, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.